Hi everyone, this is Kyle, and Taika Waititi, aka I'll Ruin Your Mythos in a Minute Baby. He made a comment, I don't know, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that? I actually didn't make a video on it, where he was talking about the Star Wars films he was directing, and he said, quote unquote, it's gonna piss a lot of people off. And now very recently he's done another interview, where you could say I don't know if I'd say he's backing off of that statement, but he's arguably saying the exact opposite now, saying he wants to capture the as he puts it, joy and entertainment of the original trilogy. Okay, so I'm on Bounding into Comics. So the article starts off, in continuing to earn his spot as one of, if not the most disingenuous director working in Hollywood today, after previously declaring that his upcoming Star Wars film would quote-unquote piss people off, Taika Waititi has since claimed that he wants the project to capture the joy and entertainment of George Lucas's original trilogy. And again, this statement he made that it's going to piss people off, that was, I don't know, was it a week or two ago, somewhere around there? It was very recent. And folks, this type of attitude or this type of approach, this sums up a lot that is wrong with the people in Hollywood. I mean, when you're directing a beloved franchise like Star Wars, why would you aim to, as he put it, piss people off? And these people, when they take this type of approach, I don't know, you could say that they think it's funny to do that, to piss fans off, in which case they clearly don't respect those fans. They clearly don't respect whatever property it is that they are stewarding. In this case, for Taika Waititi's Star Wars. I mean, this is a guy that said, I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby. I mean, these people in Hollywood, they think that taking the lore or the canon of a certain property or certain IP, whatever it is, and just taking a sledgehammer to it, I mean, seriously, they think it's funny to do that. I mean, there's no respect from these people for the stories that they're directing or for the franchises that they're inheriting or that they get to direct a movie for. No respect whatsoever. And frankly, people with this kind of mindset right here should not be allowed within 1,000 miles of any beloved franchise, whether it be Star Wars, whether it be Lord of the Rings, whether it be The Witcher, or you name it, whether it be Marvel. They should not be allowed anywhere near them. Okay, the article continues. The now former Thor series director spoke to his supposed approach to his upcoming outing in a galaxy far, far away during a November 22nd appearance on the Kelly Clarkson show. Following a brief discussion regarding his new film Next Goal Wins, Waititi was eventually asked by the talk show's eponymous host, I heard that maybe you're doing Star Wars. Are you going to do Star Wars? To which he confirmed, yeah, I've been developing that for a few years with them. However, in light of the film's lack of progress, the director then informed Clarkson, but I think, with any film but that one in particular, it's something that I'd really like to get right, so I don't want to rush it, so I'm just going to bubble along on the side. To that end, Waititi then turned to expound on his overall approach to the film, telling his host, I want to capture that, that joy and entertainment of those early Star Wars films like Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi and all those ones. So I'm trying to figure that out, he had, before ultimately assuring Clarkson that his film will happen. And again, good week or two ago, he said that his Star Wars film will quote-unquote piss people off, which is an absolutely terrible approach to take when you're directing a beloved franchise. And then this statement right here, you could say it's kind of the exact opposite. I don't know if you could maybe say that this statement here is a bit of a contradiction to him earlier saying his film's going to piss people off, or maybe it's a bit of a walk back on that statement. Or maybe he is trying to get Star Wars right, but he doesn't really understand Star Wars. Which, I mean, frankly, I think the people at Lucasfilm, you could say a lot of them, they don't understand Star Wars either. But I'll continue. As noted above, Waititi's latest attempt to promote his upcoming Star Wars film comes just a little under 2 weeks after he proudly boasted that he was willingly developing it in a way that would infuriate fans. Speaking to Variety on the red carpet ahead of the world premiere of the aforementioned Next Goal Wins, the director asserted that his entry in the once beloved franchise will be, dramatic pause, a Taika Waititi film. It's gonna piss people off. Again, when you're directing a movie for a franchise like Star Wars that's loved by a lot of fans around the world, this right here, this approach, it is a terrible approach to take. It's gonna piss people off. As a director in a franchise like that, or as a story writer or whatever, you should never be aiming to piss people off. Ever. And if you're bragging about how your movie is going to piss fans off, it means that you don't have any respect for those fans. It means you don't have any respect for that property. In which case, you should not be allowed anywhere near that franchise. But this is Hollywood we're talking about. Nobody there really has any respect for any story out there or any property out there. While it's not impossible that a new film could recapture the magic of the original Star Wars trilogy while simultaneously infuriating certain audiences, namely those who absolutely lap up everything related to Disney's abysmal shepherding of the franchise, both Waititi's track record with and general attitude towards the concept of established canons does not inspire confidence with his attempt to do so. And again, Taika Waititi, aka I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby. As of writing, Waititi's Star Wars film has yet to confirm any details regarding its script cast, crew, or potential release date. Given his most substantial recent progress report on its production to The Hollywood Reporter in May, the director explained, "I've got a really good idea for it. It's just as with all films, it's this middle part. Yeah, I don't really care about anything that Disney's making with Star Wars anymore. I'm not interested in his Star Wars movies. I mean, Disney's been making so much Star Wars stuff, so many Star Wars movies and so many Star Wars shows and things like that. Star Wars is not special anymore. There used to be a time when every time a Star Wars movie came out, it was an event. I mean, a huge event. And Disney has taken what is arguably the biggest movie franchise out there, and they've turned it into just another property on a streaming service, Disney Plus. Star Wars is no longer special. There is so much Star Wars content out there, and there's a certain rule in economics: the greater the quantity of something, the smaller the value. There's so much Star Wars stuff out there now, it's no longer an event whenever something new comes out. I mean, me, frankly, I don't care about anything new that comes out from Star Wars anymore. I mean, Disney or Lucasfilm, they clearly do not understand Star Wars. They're making so much stuff that it's no longer special anymore. And the people who are directing these movies, it doesn't look like they even respect those franchises at all. And if they don't even respect it, then why should I as a fan come and pay my money to see your movie? I mean, nobody in Hollywood is entitled to respect from fans or from audiences. That has to be earned. And Hollywood, the last 10, 15 years or so, they've done nothing to earn audiences' respect. And a lot of it is because of attitudes like this. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you consider hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care until then.